Jabari Parker facing up, drives off back and turns his knee. Goes down awkwardly.
Don't talk about that knee. Don't like that. You're right.
Is Jabari Parker the real deal in basketball? Imagine being hailed as the next LeBron James, but then facing a mysterious downfall. At Duke University, Jabari Parker dominated the court, but now he's struggling to find his place in the NBA. What happened to this once promising star? Lately, Jabari has been playing a lot. He was chosen as the second pick in the 2014 NBA draft by the Milwaukee Bucks from Duke University. At one point, people thought he could be the next big star in the NBA like LeBron James, but injuries got in the way, and the Bucks eventually let him go when he was only 22. Now, people wonder what happened to his NBA career. Let's talk about the 2014 NBA draft, which happened almost 10 years ago. There were some big names like Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, but one player stands out, Jabari Parker. People wondered how good he really was. To understand, let's go back to when he was in high school. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, called the next big thing in basketball. Fans loved his athleticism and skills. Some even thought he could be like LeBron James. He was tall and fast, just like LeBron. An NBA scout even said he looked like a player from a video game, being 6'8" tall. He's amazing at dribbling and passing with both hands, and he can shoot three-pointers effortlessly. When he drives to the basket, he's really powerful. Many colleges wanted him because of his skills. But you know how some talented players have off-court issues? Well, Jabari wasn't like that. People praised him for being humble and down to earth. Even the school janitor talked about how nice he was. Despite all the attention, he stayed focused and didn't let it get to him. He said he learned how to handle pressure from different parts of his life. With support of coaches and staff, he kept improving in high school. Jabari Parker had everyone waiting to see where he'd play college basketball. After thinking hard, he picked Duke University over Michigan State. Duke is known for producing great NBA players, and everyone saw Jabari as the next big star. His first year at Duke was amazing. Right from his first game, he showed his talent by scoring lots of points. Throughout the season, he averaged 19 points and 8 rebounds per game, which was really impressive. Some people had doubted his shooting skills, but he proved them wrong by shooting even better than expected. In just his first month at Duke, he scored over 20 points in 7 games. His best game was on March 8th when he scored 30 points and grabbed 11 rebounds. In a big game against North Carolina, Jabari Parker showed his best skills. No matter who they put to guard him, he kept scoring. Everyone knew the 2014 NBA draft was coming up, and people wondered which team would get Jabari. He was competing with Andrew Wiggins, known for his amazing dunks, to be the top pick, but Jabari was right behind him. Experts thought he might go second overall, even before future stars like Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic. When the draft day came, the Milwaukee Bucks picked second and chose Jabari. They wanted to pair him with their rising star, Giannis Antetokounmpo, to make a powerful team for the future. Milwaukee had a promising team with young talents like Jabari Parker and Chris Middleton. They started the season strong, with Jabari scoring well in many games, but things took a bad turn when Jabari got injured just 25 games into his NBA career. He tore his ACL during a game against the Phoenix Suns. This was a big setback for both him and the team. Jabari had to sit out the rest of the season, but he was still young, only 19 years old. People hoped he would recover well. Coach Jason Kidd remained optimistic, saying Jabari looked great in practice, giving fans hope for the future. You might wonder why Jabari isn't playing yet. Well, the doctors haven't given him the okay, but when you see him warming up, you can tell he's been working hard. When Jabari came back from his injury, he looked even better than before. Some people thought the injury was actually a good thing because it gave him more time to learn and grow while he recovered. This is especially important for players who only spent 1 year in college. During the 2015-16 season, Jabari's game improved a lot. Even though he started slow, in his first 4 games of the season, Jabari scored at least 10 points. Then, in the next 18 games, he did it in 16 of them. He even had 10 games where he scored 20 points or more, including one where he scored 36 points against Houston. It was a really successful season for Jabari. He said it was all about finding his rhythm and trusting himself, especially after taking a year off. But the next season, 2016-17, didn't go as smoothly. It was a mix of good and bad, with some missed opportunities for the Milwaukee Bucks. Jabari who was just 21, was showing he could be a superstar with many games where he scored over 20 points, but then things took a turn. Including 3 games where he scored at least 30 points, Jabari Parker and Giannis were a thrilling duo to watch on the Milwaukee Bucks. Even though the team's record wasn't great, seeing these two young stars shine was exciting. Jabari was the main focus of the team at the time, getting more playing time and taking more shots than Giannis. They made the Bucks one of the best offensive teams in the NBA. On February 3rd, Jabari even got a triple-double with over 25 points, but just 5 days later, everything changed. Jabari got injured again, tearing his ACL against the Miami Heat. He was really playing well that night, already scoring 14 points in just 20 minutes. It was a sad end to his season. It was heartbreaking for Bucks fans when Jabari got injured again, flashing back to his first ACL tear less than 3 years earlier. It was a contact injury, but this time it was a freak accident, just a month before his 22nd birthday. Facing another serious injury, Jabari stayed positive, saying he needed to keep working hard and not give up. Despite keeping a brave face, he must have felt frustrated inside, wondering why this was happening to him. When the 2017-18 season came, there was hope that Jabari could come back strong once again from such a tough injury. Bucks fans worried if Jabari could bounce back from his knee injuries. Sadly, those worries came true. Jabari was tough and always prayed, even when he was hurt. In the 2017-18 season, he averaged 13 points per game and showed glimpses of his old self. After missing a whole year, he came back in February 2018. But during his time off, the team got younger. Without Jabari, Giannis led the Bucks to a great finish last season, proving he could be a future MVP. When Jabari was ready to come back, Giannis was already way ahead of the other young players in the league. He was playing better than ever before, doing things nobody had seen. So when Jabari returned to the team, he had to play a smaller role than he was used to. It was tough for him because he wanted to be the main guy. Seeing someone else take over was hard, and Jabari knew he wouldn't be the team's future star, especially after his 2 big injuries. But he kept going, even scoring 35 points in a game against Denver later in the season. During the 2018 playoffs, the team relied more on younger players and Jabari's playing time decreased. Milwaukee had a tough series against the Boston Celtics, led by Jason Tatum. It was clear that Jabari's time with the Bucks was coming to an end. Seeing his role getting smaller, Jabari decided to leave and join another team where he could be a key player again. In July 2018, he signed with the Bulls, but this didn't go well. Before the season was even halfway through, the Bulls stopped playing him because of his performance. Parker wasn't playing his best basketball. He scored an average of 16 points per game, but struggled to make 3-point shots, only hitting 30%. He also turned the ball over more than ever, 3 times per game. His defense wasn't great either. Because of this, the Bulls decided to trade him, but it wasn't the end of his journey. Parker played for 4 different teams in just 2 seasons after leaving Milwaukee. His weak shooting and defense held him back, making it hard for him to find a stable role in any team. Despite being only 25 years old, success in the NBA seemed unlikely for Parker. In 2020, the Boston Celtics gave Parker a chance to play, but unlike his previous teams, Boston already had a set lineup, so he didn't get a big opportunity to be the main player. After a year and a half with ups and downs, Parker's latest NBA stint ended in January 2022. 8 years after he was drafted, he was out of the NBA with no clear path ahead. Like many former NBA players, Parker found a new home playing basketball overseas in the EuroLeague for FC Barcelona. He signed with the team last summer and seems to have a future playing internationally. Looking back, Jabari Parker could have been a successful NBA player if it wasn't for his second ACL tear. He had shown promise, even making Milwaukee believe he could be the future star. That 2017 season looks like it could have been special, but like many other players, we'll always wonder what could have been. So, what's your thoughts on Jabari Parker? Do let us know in the comments section. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, I'll see you all